Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today we're going to talk about how your mind plays tricks on you. We're going to talk about cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when someone holds two related but contradictory beliefs at once. This feeling creates discomfort, and to ease the discomfort, it forces someone to engage in actions that ease that discomfort. It's more of like having two internal conflicts or two opposing beliefs, and now an individual chooses to look for reasons or justifications that one belief is truer than the other belief. So you have two beliefs, so you look for justifications to to make one belief to look truer. It's those times when your mind plays tricks on you, when it's opposing how you, so you might be feeling bad about something, but your mind opposes it and come up with a belief to support that feeling bad. And it plays a huge role in keeping someone trapped in a narcissistic relationship. And I'm going to explore it further. So stay tuned. A narcissist will manipulate you, gaslight you, verbally abuse you, intimidate you, or even physically abuse you as they seek to supply their needs. They subject you to various psychological tortures beyond human understanding, but someone still chooses to stay and continue supplying them with their needs. And you might even find yourself justifying why you are doing so, justifying why you are staying, justifying why you want them to change. And the thing is, how can someone voluntarily stay and even justify sacrificing themselves when deep inside they are aching or they are feeling pain? That's what cognitive dissonance does. It forces you to lie to yourself and stick to it while deep inside you are aching. So your emotional being is screaming and crying for help, that you are being abused, that your health is getting worse if you keep staying with the abusive partner. But your mind goes contrary to that and quiets those screams by finding excuses and justifications on why you need to stay in that relationship, on why you don't need to leave the relationship. The reasons can be something like, they are acting that way because of their traumatic childhood. It's not their fault. Or I'm sure they didn't mean that. The world has been a chaotic place lately, so it's triggering their depression. Or something like, the connection we have is just so strong, no one will even understand. Other thoughts the mind will feed you are things like, I've been seeing some improvements, I think they are changing, let me just give it more time. Or there aren't any good options out there even if I leave. Or I'm too old to go out there and find someone else. Those are just some of the many justifications which the mind feeds us to reinforce our unconscious beliefs, which legitimizes your stay in the relationship. Like, we justify in our head while ignoring the emotional truth. Like, deep inside you are feeling pain, but in your head you have justifications on why you need to stay in that relationship or why you don't need to leave the relationship. So your actions and behaviors are aligned with these reasons, while your inner being is telling you otherwise. Your inner being is telling you, leave, you are hurting, your health is getting worse, but your mind is telling you, take it easy, and giving you those justifications. So why do you listen to the truth in your head while ignoring your deep emotions? Your deep emotions, which are really like a depiction of how you feel deep inside. It's because of your deeply held subconscious beliefs or your subconscious programming. And it doesn't matter how much logic you apply to cognitive dissonance and trying to explain the false nature of the justifications, as the mind will always choose the path which reinforces your deeply held beliefs. Beliefs drive our actions. So even if you tell someone no, can't you see that this person is not changing? You've been saying this way for a year. No, someone will still live depending on those deeply held beliefs. That's why you will lie to yourself and even make excuses for their behavior. These beliefs are in the deep level of your unconscious mind, most of which you are not even aware of. So being in a narcissistic relationship and staying is in alignment with your deeply held beliefs. Our subconscious beliefs are like the driving force of our life, and they hook us up with people, situations, and events that reinforce those beliefs. Because those events, situations are familiar, So we feel safe in those kind of environments. And the thing is, our traumatic past can feed us with beliefs like, I'm unworthy of love, there must be something wrong with me, or the people who love me, who I love, always hurt me. So you live life, or your actions will be oriented towards reinforcing those deeply held beliefs. So that's how it happens. So those subconscious beliefs are what's running the show behind the scenes. And in fact, like, they steer your current reality. And your current reality meaning like your actions and behaviors. So your actions and behaviors are in alignment with your deeply held beliefs. That's why no logical explanation can really deal with cognitive dissonance, because the cognitive brain will just switch to default and agree with the subconscious programming, or and agree with what your subconscious mind is feeding it with. It's like your mind comes up with various excuses and justifications to reinforce the identity of your traumatic programming. That's where the minimization, rationalization, excuses, and justification come from. Hope that makes sense. So, how do you resolve cognitive dissonance? We have to agree. We cannot resolve cognitive dissonance by just intellectually or logically understanding, because the problem doesn't exist in the cognitive or the rational part of the brain. It exists in the subconscious part of the brain. So, simply put, resolving cognitive dissonance is more of being deeply rooted in the reality of what's happening to you in the present moment, regardless of what your thoughts are feeding you with. So you are rooted in this reality, even if your thought is telling you like, oh, like they are changing, or you just see them for who they are, instead of what your thoughts and what your mind is feeding you with. So your thoughts are feeding you with something else, but you become mindful of its deception and just focus on what you see, the reality, and not what you think. It's of course easier said than done, because the subconscious mind is very powerful and it even overpowers your attempts of mindfulness. Your thoughts, your justifications, and actions you are exhibiting presently are just a symptom of something which is lying deep within you. Talking about it and understanding may offer you like a temporary solution, and you may even have a change in your thoughts and a change in your actions, but those thoughts will still come back. That's why it has to be resolved by dissolving those inner beliefs that you have in relation to what love and relationships mean to you. Because you might have a belief like love means hurt to you, or relationship means a place where you are being hurt. So you just have to dissolve those inner beliefs. It's more of just going inwards and making peace with your past hurts once and for all. There has to be like a deep inner shift within your inner identity, and then your thoughts, actions, and behaviors will follow. Not behaviors first. You have to go first inwards and make a shift from your identity level. It's very important. That's why it's very important to really go deeper, so that you can be free from the binds of narcissistic abuse. Not just on the upper level, not just no contact. You really have to go deeper. Hope you now understand the reason why you may be engaging in some behaviors and actions, yet deep inside you are aching. It's just the powerful subconscious programming pulling the strings behind the scenes. To conclude, without the past having a grip in your present life, you'll be able to see someone for who they are presently, and not from the eyes of your past painful experiences. And you will have a deep connection with your authentic self, where you are like totally aware of your present actions and behaviors. Not just where like you automatically find yourself doing something undesirable. It's more like you just know what you are doing. You just know your present actions are not tied to your past subconscious beliefs. Hope that's been informative, guys. Until next time, see ya. And if you'd like help with dealing with these subconscious beliefs and patterns for good, using mind shifting, which is really amazing, just book a free call with me today. Until next time, see ya.